Well, this is one very interesting thing, because people is asking how the action of the guitar may be raised or lowered. Action, we will consider it from the 6th string, 12th fret of the 6th string, how we press here, and this distance will be what is the action. This is a very low action. So the height of the knot, of the right hand knot, this thing here is the determining factor. So for example, this one is almost at the level of the bridge. If we want to raise it a couple of millimeters, this action, which will result in a little bit more space here, then we do as follows. Fortunately, this guitar that is with friction pegs will be so easy to turn down the tuning. Now, so this is the knot, and this is not the guitar, this is just an accessory, right? Here you have the other knot. It says here 1st and 6th string, which means this is the bass side. Generally it may be flat, or some people like it less shorter on the treble side, or things like this. Now look, this is the knot, and then we replace it like this. So first, let me show you how you take off the knot. Here, this is one knot, and this is another. We measure both. We will see that this one is a couple of millimeters higher than the other one, like this. Now, the only thing here is that every guitar has, for your other Cypress guitar, that's why I want to make sure that the knot is not thinner. This should not be thinner than this channel here where it goes, because if it is, this will, if it goes like that, instead of completely perpendicular to the top, it will be dangerous for the bridge. So the knots generally are made especially for each guitar. Each guitar has its knots, and this one here is 2 millimeters higher than this, right? These two, right? This is an accessory. So now we will put this higher knot, and this is also like this. That's it. This is the way to do it. So now we raised a little bit here the action of the guitar, a couple of millimeters. This is very nice also. In this action here. This is the standard one I use. In fact, this one was too much shorter. Could you please give me that back? No, the back with the... yes, that. Thank you. Look. This thing here, well, I have here a bunch of knots because of all the guitars I have. and some are different. This one keep it apart because this one is the lower. So you see that here you can find the proper one, but if one is thicker, then you can sand it exactly, sand it very carefully to make it fit. But if the thickness is too much thinner than the channel, like in this case, this one is much thicker than this, you see. Here, maybe you're going to appreciate it this way. And this is much thinner than this. And that is not good for the bridge, means the knot has to fit exactly with the bridge. It should not be dancing around left or right. It should be fixed so that it does not create pressure over this part of the bridge out. If the knot is thinner, too thin, then it may break the bridge. But otherwise, you can just use this as an accessory and change the action of your guitar. In fact, if we raise it even more, a couple of millimeters more, then it will become classical sound. It will become classical. Thank you. And this is, you have to find the one that you feel more comfortable of these, the actions, I mean. Why? Because this is a very personal thing, and in classical guitar, they raise it a lot, so the action is higher, means you have to create a bigger amount of pressure to press the notes. It's very clean, the sound, but it's less for flamenco. In flamenco, the action should be low, generally, of a well-compensated guitar. So this is very good, and I hope it will be useful.